Hey everyone, Nick Britsky here from the Line podcast. Today we're going to teach you how to build your very own microphone flag. Have you ever tried to interview someone and you were turned down because you just didn't look professional enough? Well, we're going to change that today. First off, grab your tools. Get yourself some 5-minute epoxy, a metal file, a ruler, a Phillips head screwdriver, as well as a pencil and a clamp, miter saw, and the box to go with it, an electric drill with a large drill bit and paddle bit, as well as some scissors. And next, the supplies. We'll need some high-density foam, as well as a project box from Radio Shack, and finally some labels you printed up yourself. Here's the basic idea of what we're trying to do. There's the 3D box with the holes on each side, and there's the 3 pieces that'll go together. Step 1 is measuring and cutting your pieces. Find yourself a hairy guy or maybe a gorilla to help out, and get your project box. This is something you picked up from Radio Shack. It's going to run you between $3 to $4. Take off all the packaging. Inside there, you're actually going to find this metal plate. That's going to be used more for electronics projects. You don't really need it. Just get rid of it. Or you can save it if you're going to use it for something else. Get rid of the packaging, and now take a look at the box. There's the top and the bottom, as well as 4 screws. Sometimes the screws get stuck, so you might need to use a little work to get them out, or even grab a screwdriver to fish it out. Great. Now, take those screws, put them off to the side, as again, we're only going to use 2 of them. Alright. And you have your 2 pieces left. Put the top off to the side right now. We're going to start with the bottom. The optimal size that I found out is about 2.5 inches. So we're going to measure 2.25 inches for the bottom part, because we're actually going to end up taking a portion of that project box out. We're shrinking it. So again, transfer your measurements of 2.25 all the way around the project box. You could just put it on one side if you feel lucky, but I prefer to go all the way around just so I know I'm getting a nice clean cut. Okay, grab your saw, just like that. Excellent. Next, you can take a file to kind of smooth down some of the rough edges. That'll give a cleaner glue connection when you're done. Alright, there we go. Next, take your other piece, and we're going to get the bottom portion of the microphone flag. We're going to shrink it down. So we'll put the cut piece off to the side, and grab that longer piece. Next, transfer the remaining 1/4 inch all the way around, and get a nice straight line so we can cut that. Alright, and we are just about set. One more line. 2 more, there we go. Okay, and grab your miter box and cut that again. Now we have 2 pieces. Go grab the top that originally came in the packaging. We're going to transfer that measurement of 2.5 inches, and that will give us the final piece that we need. Grab your saw, and cut that thing. Good. Step 2 will be gluing your pieces together. Grab yourself your 5-minute epoxy and go ahead and mix it up. You could use 90-second epoxy if you like, but I find that the 5-minute gives me a little more time to work with it, just in case if I screw up. Now apply a thick layer of glue to that smaller 1/4 inch piece that you cut. A thick layer will fill in any cracks or uneven cuts that you had. Glue the pieces together so you made yourself a little box similar to the project box. Grab your clamp and clamp that together, and this will set it up. Step 3 is to wait for 5 minutes to pass for the glue to set up. You could even do it overnight. Step 4 is going to be drilling the holes so the microphone can actually fit in. Find the center on the sides of your project box. This will allow you to take a large drill and drill a pilot hole for your paddle bit. Your paddle bit should be bigger than the width of your microphone, because the foam is actually what's going to hold it to the box. Hold onto that box while you drill, and be careful. What you're about to see is a recreation for your own safety. The glue is not perfect. It is not going to hold whatever damage you're going to do to it, just like that. So make sure you hold on to or even clamp when you're doing this process. Okay, next will be step 5. This will be preparing the foam. The foam is actually the object that's going to hold the microphone into the microphone flag, just like a professional microphone flag. Take yourself your high-density foam. We're going to cut 4 to 5 pieces to basically fill up the inside of the project box. Alright, so there you can see we've made our 4 pieces, and we're going to fit that in sideways. Again, that depends on the thickness of the foam of how many pieces are going to fit into your box. Once you've gotten your 4 to 5 pieces, the next thing you're going to need to do is cut a hole that's a little bit smaller than your microphone, maybe even a lot bit smaller. Of course, the foam within there is going to give, and you want this foam to hold in your microphone. Take your scissors and just go ahead and poke a hole in there. Alright, so you can see this is what our outcome wants to look like, something like that. Alright, step 6 is the final step we need to build that microphone flag. Take those 4 to 5 pieces of foam you just cut and place them into your project box. Again, you want them to be fairly snug and tight in there. Alright, and once we've gotten all the foam in there, good, make sure all the holes align, and take that top you cut off. You might need to even snip some of the pieces to make sure it all fits in there nice and snug. Again, you're looking for a nice cube when you're done. And we'll put those screws in, close that box up. Excellent. You're basically done with the main structure of the microphone flag. Next thing we'll need to do is apply the decorations, if you will. Grab the labels that you printed up and go ahead and put them all the way around the box. Any sorts of labels will do. It could even be just some writing, but again, we're looking for a really professional final project. And that's really about it. You can grab yourself a Sharpie or maybe some black paint to fill in those silver screw heads and just give it one little look of class. And you're done. You have yourself a finished microphone flag. Broadcast ready and even semi-professional. So the next time you are heading off to your interviews, just go ahead and show them that you have professional equipment and you are serious about your interview. This has been Nick Britsky, a presentation of the NatLine podcast. For more information, go to our website for a full supply list and a step-by-step guide. This has been the NatLine podcast. Have a good night. Ow.